What's up, everybody? It's ImmaLetYouFinish, show number 241 on the Pantheon Media Network. It's your favorite host, Court and Amy. One of us is sick like a dog, feels like he's been run over by a truck and a snowplow.
I think the other one is about is on the verge. So this is I'm gonna let you finish. Just a reminder while you listen to us, and we know you love it. Make sure when you go on ye old socials or wherever you find us, say nice things like "We love you." More of this, please, or we'll come to your house and do the show outside of your house.
Yeah, share the show. Leave us a rating. Star us. Love us. Hate us. Engage.
No. We don't want hating. We don't want no hate. No hate. No hate.
Okay.
All right. We'll go over it's like the rest of the country. It's butt-ass freezing here. We're finally having a winter. The stupid rodents saw its shadow today. So allegedly that's 6 more weeks of winter.
No, they didn't see their shadow, both of them. So that means 6 more weeks of winter. Yeah, I think
no, that's what I said. Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah,
either which way. Yeah, fuck that rodent. And the other thing is that New Yorkers can understand this, of course. Snow pretty 2 days, and now it's just not melting, and it looks like it is one of the ugliest things in the world is piles and piles of dirty snow, and all of us walking like little I had a peak old lady moment last week. The second day after the snow, I ventured out. It's freezing, and I'm walking, and I got to the crosswalk, and I couldn't move because I couldn't figure out which way to move because it was so narrow on my feet. And this woman behind me says, "Do you need help?" And I'm like, "Yes." And she goes, "What do you need?" I said, "Hold my hand." She had because I don't know about you, but one of my top 10 old people fears is falling on the ice.
Mine is just falling because I'm clumsy and I'm always tripping and falling on something.
Who are you talking to? I'm the one who's had 3 concussions in the last 15 years.
I fell into the file cabinets the other day at work. I tripped over my own foot.
I do that. That's just Tuesday. All right. Well, let's get started with the big news. The Grammys were last year on CBS, so we won't have to have any more cuts to Gayle King in the audience. Thank you, Black Jesus, on that. I did not see the whole show only because I don't think I've watched an entire Grammy show since, I don't know, the 90s. Not because I don't like it, but just because of my I get tired. I think Trevor Noah is a very, very funny person. I think he's a terrible host. I've always thought he was a terrible host. I've never understood why him. Does Paramount own Comedy Central or whatever?
Yes. It's
okay. Well, that's why. Yeah, that's why. Though he is funny, he had a couple of good lines. I just don't think he's great. He always seems a little too geeked up. I don't know.
I never understood it. I always thought LL was a great host, and when they got
I thought so too.
And then for the Trevor moment, I'm not a huge Trevor fan, so I was like, I don't get it.
He's good when he gets to be Trevor. I mean, he has to he had a couple little zingers. I did like what he said to Kendrick, like, I don't want to start. I see what happened when you go after light-skinned guys from a foreign country. I thought that was very funny. So the big news, and or at least I think we were both sort of hoping for is that Bad Bunny won Album of the Year, and it's a historic win. There has never been I don't think there's ever been an album in any language other than English to win, but there has definitely never been a Spanish language album that has won Album of the Year. This is clearly, next week, of course, he does the Super Bowl. I thought that I don't know. All right, we'll start with the Bad Bunny thing. Did you watch some of it, I guess, this morning and stuff? I thought it was a truly beautiful moment when he won because he seemed truly emotional. I mean, it was a very emotional, truly beautiful moment.
He also won. He won Best
Latin Urban Album,
which I expected to win. But I said to you, we talked about this leading up to the show. I knew he was going to win. I was like, this is his year. I think the controversy that happened around people acting like when he was announced at the Super Bowl and acting like he's not an American came right at the time when people are voting. And as we do know with Grammy time, sometimes voters will use their voice to send that message. It was the same thing the year that the Dixie Chicks that came back with their album and they won all 5 Grammys that they were nominated for, including Album of the Year. The artist community standing behind them to say,
fuck you, basically.
We stand with you with this one.
Yeah.
I think that he deserved it because the album, it's a great piece of work. It was a global hit. He was #1 in the US for weeks and weeks and weeks with this album. And I think the artist community stood behind him to be like, we're here with you. And sometimes it's just your time. And this year feels like one of those moments where it is his time.
And honestly, not that, I mean, it was a good selection of album of the years, but this was the best. It really was the best album. I mean, it really was. Yeah. I mean, it's not to take away from the other, but this was the most critically acclaimed record, I think. I mean, no disrespect to anybody else, but this was the record that got all the press,
it had something to say.
It's something.
You know what I mean? It had something. The best art is the one where this person really has something to say that's very relevant to the time that we're living in.
Right. So I thought, and it's so funny. You think about when he performed on the Grammys a couple of years ago, and he was Chiron. He was singing, and the Chiron said something not in English. Now, not in English. Now, you know what? We both say this. I am 100% thrilled for him. He's clearly somebody, first off, that people really, I mean, other than the people in the White House, really, really like a lot. He has done the work. He's not an overnight thing. He has had massive success, as you said. Yeah, and he was the artist for the moment. And I thought that moment when he sat there in his chair after Harry Styles announced it, I mean, that was one of it really was one of the purest emotional moments I think I've seen in quite some time. Because let's face it, when Taylor Swift would win, she'd always act like, I can't believe I won. It's like, come on, really? You can't believe you won?
And it was like, girl, stop.
Girl, you're here. Stop.
Stop.
I can't believe I won. How does my lips say? Even Beyonce in some ways. I mean, this felt like, because if there's anyone who you can't believe would have won if you had asked them 6 years ago, it would be the guy with the blue hair and the pierced nose singing, reggaeton. Nobody would have ever thought it. So I thought that was great. And I like the fact that the Grammys didn't give him the consolation prize by saying, we'll give you the record that you obviously are the most qualified to get. All right. So I thought that was great. He obviously couldn't perform. Trevor Noah tried to get him to sing. Ha, ha, ha. That was funny. I also thought what was great is that they sort of seemed to spread the love on this show. There wasn't, well, let's go into, all right, so Kendrick won Best Rap Record. I think that
he won a couple, he won 4. He won, I'll tell you right now, he won
Best collaboration with the Clips.
He won Record of the Year for Luther. That won Record of the Year. He won, it also won for Best Rap Melodic Performance. And
what does that even mean? What does that mean? They're just making stuff up. They're just making stuff up now.
And he won Best Rap. Oh, he won Best Rap Song as co-writer of TV Off and Best Rap Performance as a featured artist on the Clips, Whips and Chains.
Right. So, and he was great on that, actually. So I will contend that there were 3 rap albums up for Album of the Year, which is also groundbreaking. There were obviously a couple of rap albums in the rap category. I think that his record out of his catalog, this is the weakest of his catalog. That said, a weak Kendrick record is still better than most. I think in a lot of ways he's become, even though the voting body has gotten much younger and more diverse, the sort of the hip hop version of Bonnie Raitt or Aretha, where they see the name and like, oh, we're just going to give it to him. But I thought, I mean, I'm certain. Listen, I cannot be mad at him winning. I mean, it's not like Macklemore. I mean, well, you know what? Macklemore wasn't that bad. I don't want to be mean. All right, so he won. Best New Artist was Olivia Dean, which I think that was not unexpected. It was either
No,
going to
I
be
said
her
that was
or Leon Thomas.
But he won too, but I knew it was going to be her. And I knew it was going to be her because I think Leon is very, very, very talented. But she's got one of those things that I think crosses genres. I think it crosses ages. And I also think it crosses lines between different nationalities. I think everybody likes her. Everybody likes her music.
She's also the type of artist that Grammy voters love.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a retro kind of thing. They love when people are referencing the past in a lot of ways. She's got a retro thing. She's pretty. I'm sorry. I mean, she's a great live performer. She's had a hit record. So I was not, I mean, and I'm not mad at all that she won. I mean, it would have been the biggest stretch in the world if Addison Rae had won. I'm sorry. I don't get it. Wait, it's not ours to get. Don't worry. No, it's not ours to get. Don't worry about it.
It's one of those things where I'm like, okay.
It's not ours to get.
Same thing with Cat's Eye. When Cat's Eye was performing, I was like, okay, I see a lot of dancing. Who's actually in this group and what is happening?
No, I know. It's sort of like, if all the Pussycat Dolls, except that no one is actually singing.
Right. All the Pussycat Dolls without Nicole. That's
Nicole, right. So it's many Pussycat Dolls with no actual person singing. But, you know, yay for them. And I love their Gap commercial and it's wonderful. All right. I was, obviously, I know who Lola Young was. I was quite taken back by her performance. I thought that was quite powerful.
I thought that was it was an interesting way to showcase that song that does not have that slow cadence. And I felt like it showed artistry. I was like, oh, you can sing for real. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you play an instrument. Oh, okay.
Right.
It's different than the girl who I originally thought you were. Even though I really liked her album, I was impressed by her, and I was glad.
No,
you could tell she didn't expect to win, and that was a real gag.
I was
when
very
she won.
glad.
Yeah.
I thought that, especially since she's had a rough year. She's managed. She's managed by the people who originally managed Amy Winehouse.
Right.
So. Yeah, I thought that's what I'm saying. I like that it kind of spread it around a little bit. And I think a lot of people were quite taken with her because, let's face it, she was starting to do festivals and then dropped out.
Yeah, she had a whole bunch of stuff to deal with, personal issues. Yeah.
So a lot of people have not seen her perform.
You know who I was happy for? I was happy for it. I don't know if you see, I watched all of the pre-show live because that's where the majority of the awards were given out. I was really happy to see Kehlani win her first 2 Grammys for Folded, which was a huge record for her.
Was that her first?
Those are her first 2. She was nominated for the first time a decade ago, but she's never won. So I was really happy to see her win. But I was really happy to see Durand Bernard win.
I wanted to ask you about that because I'm unaware of him and I feel horrible because first of all, the energy was off. The energy was incredible.
He's an independent artist. You know, he's been around for years doing it, and he can really sing. And, he's an openly gay man who's very openly gay man, and he did it his own way. And, that doesn't always work in mainstream R&B. I think you and I have talked about it
all.
When we've gone back to Rasan Patterson and those first 2 records, and why isn't he bigger in that space when he sings better than a majority of those men out there? And that's because still in that Black space, now you can be yourself and be out, but how you get promoted can be really
but not too
different,
out. You have to be in a different,
And this guy has been himself, so seeing him win Best R&B Progressive Album it's a really great album. He vocals for days.
Good. I have to, and I was happy to see. It's so funny. I've heard about this group for years, and I finally got around to listening to their record Turnstile, who were just bring out, and it was, they are in so many ways just what you love about rock and roll. They were fun. They got definite punk influence. So it was cool. Yeah, I wish some of those, they used to show some of those awards.
They did. They used a lot more of those awards to be on the Wayne Show. And I know now they've just turned it into, look, it's a celebration of music with 20 million performances. It's like, but people also want to see the people have their moment and
I know.
Which is why I always watch that live pre-show because so many of the, like, all of the dance awards go there.
Right.
All of the majority of the R&B and rap awards go there. The majority of the pop awards go there. You know,
the majority, all the country award, country is like
a bunch of the country awards, all of the jazz awards. Yeah.
I don't get. To me, Jelly Roll. They're all, who are these? Whatever with him. I don't.
But he is talented, and I was
talented. It's just that he's such a type at this point.
But what his song with Shabuzi won for best country duo performance, and watching Shabuzi get up, and this is during the pre-show again, and accept that Grammy in country music, and I was glad that his first one wasn't for a bar song Tipsy. So showing that
song.
Well, it's not even about that, because it is a catchy song, but it's like when you win for the thing that people try to typecast you as.
Right.
I like that he won for something else, so that hopefully this helps him in his career move beyond that. Because when you have those type of songs, it's like an achy breaky heart. Sometimes people just want you to be that, and they mainstream you with that one song, right? So I was really happy to see him, and he was really emotional, crying, and I really was like, you could tell that meant something to him.
Didn't Jelly Roll? He won for something else because
he won 3. He won 3 that time. Yeah, I believe he won country.
I think
album,
there's too much face. Him and Post Malone and all these guys, they're all the same person to me. I'm sorry. So that all right. So the other things I really liked were, I gotta say, I'm not a massive fan of her, but Sabrina Carpenter always looks like she's having the best time of her life.
Yeah,
and she always looks like she's about to wink. Like you know, like she seems to kind of get that. We're supposed to be up here having fun. Clips were good. Pharrell just needs to sit down on for those of you not watching the video, Courtney's eyes have just rolled back. Pharrell, first off, all right, we'll start. We're not even going to go into the fact that Pharrell got that made up nonsense Dr. Dre Human Achievement Award or whatever the hell that is.
At the same time where you're being sued by the other half of your group.
So not
for
only
all kinds of things.
So not only, and is known for ripping off or allegedly ripping off artists. So not only does he not even, all he had to say was show a picture of Chad Hugo. Something. So for him to get up there and act like it all came out of his little mind, that's really unfair. That would be like John Lennon accepting award and not mentioning Paul McCartney. All right, so that's number one. Number two,
shows at this point in the game, right?
At this point in the game, is it too much to ask? We know Anthony Kiedis will never be able to sing. Is it too much to ask that Pharrell knows how to sing at this point?
No, because he can never sing.
Right, but I'm saying if you're insisting on of all the songs Clips could have done, you know he said to them, "Do the one I'm in," and it's not even the strongest song. I mean, it's a good song anyway. And with the
was this their first Grammy?
Yes, it was their first everything. Yeah, they won a Grammy for Whips and Chains, right? And for something for Whips and, which I love. All right, so that he's annoying. He just annoys the crap out of me. Who else performed? I gotta say, Bruno Mars I've reached my saturation point with Bruno Mars, but that opening number was great. It was a lot of fun. I mean, the Appetite.
I've never been a huge fan of his, and I absolutely thought that song by Rosé featuring Bruno Mars should have won over Billie Eilish's Wildflower. I was
didn't Wildflower come out 2 years ago? I'm serious. No, I'm being really serious. I mean, I couldn't even think of the song. I
was like, really?
Yeah,
that one. Okay.
No, I
feel like Appetite. I could not escape that song. I couldn't escape it.
I
was happy for Gaga to win again. I feel like I said to you before, this album was a return to form, and watching her and Archival McQueen performing, I thought was great.
I could have, people have commented, it would have been nice if she had said something at the mic about politics. And I'm sorry, I know you think, but I think this is the time where people did have to speak up. And Billie Eilish did, and SZA did, and Bad Bunny, of course, most famously did. But no, she was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, Bruno Mars, he has a new single. I used to like, it's not that I don't like Bruno Mars. It's just getting to the point, like, could you write your own material? Like, it's really starting to become like, I feel like he's feeding 70s funk into an AI machine, but he's so engaging as a performer and he's so talented. and that you can't get mad. And the camera work was giving me a headache, but I'm an old woman and I can't take that. Who else performed? I'm totally drawing a blank. Oh, so the best new artist thing, that was a little a lot.
What did
that
you
was a lot. Yeah. Oh, the Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill.
What did you think of the in memoriam section?
Well, she looks crazy, obviously, but somebody made she sounded great. Yeah, did you see friend of the show Marcus Miller in the band?
Yeah, I did.
Friend of the show, Marcus Miller. I will, and I can, every day that I get to look at Raphael Saadiq and hear him as a musician is a happy day for me. I was very happy that somehow they didn't work Lenny Kravitz into this, that they have found new black people, or her. How did they, where was her? How do you know it's a black music thing if her is not in it? I mean, so clear. No, I mean, really. Like, I was like, is she sleeping? Like, what's wrong? Is she okay? I'm concerned. Is she okay?
And before we wrap up Grammy week and go to a break, I just need to say this. For the people who booked the Music Cares, a tribute to Mariah Carey situation on the Friday night, you should all be arrested. You should be arrested. She is Mariah fucking Carey. She is known for vocals. The people that you had up on that stage singing Mariah songs, I mean, from Billy Porter doing, I don't know what kind of version of Always Be My Baby. I don't know what kind of
version is Billy Porter. We could just leave it at, I don't know what kind.
It's just like.
And I want to know who Taylor Momsen's manager is, because, oh my God, that girl, it's like, who is she? I know who she is.
She was the one person that I think actually did the song justice. And she sang a track from Mariah's still unreleased
grunge
record from the group Chick that was released, but without Mariah's vocal on it.
Right.
And you can see Mariah singing along with the song, that she loved that song. I thought she and the Foo Fighters did great. The list of those, Jennifer, you and I have talked about this. It's like they dig her out. They dig her out. And it's like,
you.
And here's, let's just get loud. Here's loud with loud singing.
It's just scream. It's like they go, who's available? Oh, Audra Day not available?
Wait, because you know what? This is how I think of it. And I know you probably think of it too, like Amy, if you were booking, you were like, okay, you know who we need for this Mariah tribute to sing something? Who? Kesha. Let's get Kesha. Because that makes all the sense in the world. So we must get Kesha to sing. And this is no diss to Kesha. I like Kesha. But
she's
Mariah Carey...
She's not that kind of singer.
She's not.
No, she's not. I mean, no. Well, all right.
I'm just going to say, we're going to go to break because this whole thing has given me a headache.
I have a headache already.
Yeah, and I'm already sick. I'm like, I crawled out of bed to do this.
All right,
taking a break.
We'll continue with the Grammys.
We'll be right back.
Go to break.
Okay.
Go to break.
And we're back.
All right. So I thought the D'Angelo, we're talking about the Lauryn Hill. I thought everybody sounded good. Somebody made a great comment online. It's extraordinary when you think about it. D'Angelo put out 3 albums in his lifetime.
Yeah.
And the depth of his influence with 3 albums. Bilal, who I am hot and cold on, killed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
he's
that
very
is
talented.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Very talented. Killed it. I thought everybody did a really, they didn't have anybody. There wasn't a head scratcher up there. There wasn't somebody like, what is Kesha doing?
Right.
What is Brandy Carlisle doing up there?
Because she'll find her way in, honey.
I mean, bless her heart.
She'll find her
and the Roberta Flack thing. I mean, I thought it was a nice. Some people have commented though that Sly Stone got the complete short end of the stick on this one.
Yeah.
I was like, did they think because they did such a big thing for?
Did they not?
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame did a big thing for Sly Stone.
Right.
So maybe they figured we already,
or they just forgot. That shit happens.
I mean, that's a major death in music.
Yeah.
So I did not. I watched part of the in memoriam thing. I do find it very distracting that they're focusing on the performer, and then the names are in the background. The names should be. We should not be looking at Chris Martin. Not because I got anything against Chris Martin, but he's there to provide a soundtrack, not to focus on him. And he's also becoming. Okay, I'm going to say something really mean. No, not really, man. He's like the white male Alicia Keys at this point. It's like, do you need someone to drip with emotion and oversing and just reek of sincerity? What's Chris Martin doing? Bring him on down. Very nice guy. No, he's a very nice person. All right. Someone had told me that I did not see it, but I was told by a mutual friend that the wonderful late James Bernard was in that package, or they may have shown it. The one that wasn't shown on it, but that was, and John Mayer did I have no use for John Mayer, but he had a great tribute to Bob Weir. Springsteen did a great tribute to Brian Wilson. What other performances were there? That's all. I can't think of any other performances that kind of stood out. That was it, right? Yeah. That was it.
I can move on to Cardi B's performance of Bodega Batty on Saturday Night Live this weekend. Did you watch it? I thought it was fabulous.
I love everything about her. I love everything.
Now I'm feeling like, do I have to go to this show now? I feel like I might need to go to her show.
The only thing wrong with her is that she breeds with she breeds with inappropriate men. But who am I? You know what I mean? She is everything.
Honey, if that's the case, funny. you gotta yell at a lot of women across the world, and a lot of us homosexuals. Funny. We all just are with the wrong men.
She is funny. She is well, I mean, to make a set, and what's also really ridiculous and showing once again that we are the stupidest human beings in the world. People like, why is she up there singing Latin music? She ain't Latin. It's like, oy, Dios mío. Black people, black people can be Latin, and Latin people can be black, and whatever. Well, I mean, since we're on that, and then we'll segue into our boyfriend, or my boyfriend, Harry Styles, who, hilarious, he came out to Where's My Husband last night at the Grammys.
The interesting thing was when they first came up, they were trying to say that he was supposed to perform on Sunday. Do you remember that? When they announced, I remember hearing that he was going to perform at the Grammys, and then there was no performance.
Yeah, well, I think actually it's a good thing he didn't, because I think it would have stolen the thunder. I think he handled it very well. He came out and gave the award. Okay, so Cardi we love. So Cardi exists just so we can pretend that Nicki Minaj doesn't anymore. Nicki Minaj, we say that it's gone, like it's getting to the point now, but Nicki Minaj and Amber Rose need to get like a little mobile home and drive somewhere, I don't know, Idaho.
Talk about a betrayal. Such a betrayal.
What was that? What was that? No, that noise.
That's New York. That's outside.
But, yeah. No, she is just so craven. You know what? I wouldn't be mad if she said, you know what? I agree with his blah, blah, blah politics. It's not that. It's evil. Because what she is co-signing now is pure evil, and it's so transactional. Look at me, I have a green card or whatever. And it turns. Look at, it's horrible. I mean, she's up there like the worst of the worst.
She's her whole situation, right? What did Hillary Clinton was crucified for calling people a basket full of deplorables, right? But
yeah,
it is what it is. It's like, you betrayed your gay fans. You have betrayed your trans fans. To me, she called Don Lemon a gay slur.
She called him a cocksucker. I mean,
and
reveled in it.
And he's annoying as fuck, right? He's annoying. Yes. He's one of those people, call yourself a journalist, but you stay being the story, then you go doing the interview. So you're not a journalist. You like being the subject of the story. That's another story for another time, how I find him really grating on my nerves. However, when I watch her, it's like, so you're just going to take every opportunity you can to be as low as you can be? Okay, cool. I've never liked you. I've never liked her.
And to bash black people.
Yeah, I've never liked her. I've never been a fan. I've said it on this show a million times. I appreciate why her fan base loves her. And I think if you want to love her, that's great. I've always saw her and thought, wow, she's kind of a mean girl. And I don't
Well, the first
like
album, it
mean
wasn't
girls or
evident.
mean
It
boys.
wasn't
I just don't
evident.
like mean.
It wasn't evident in the first record because, again, she came off as this sort of proto-feminist thing, and she had the barbs, and she was very smart, and she does, great interviews. And then her verse on Monster is just one of the great verses. But then, she's a nightmare, and as my late grandfather would say, a pox on her house. So she's horrible. All right, so all right, let's get back to Harry Styles, and then we'll talk about another horrible. Oh, let's say something positive first, and then we'll go to Harry Styles. So Bruce Springsteen, bless his heart, put out Streets of Minneapolis. It is #1 on charts all over the world. It is a protest song. It pulls no punches. There were rumors that he was going to perform. That would have made CBS would have lost their license. I mean, Trump would have lost their. And it's actually a good song, which is always nice when it's actually a good song. He performed it in Minneapolis.
You and I talked about this. Where the artists coming with protest music? Where are the protest songs? And he finally. But there's a country artist. I can't remember his name. He has a
Jesse Wells.
Yeah, he has a big protest song out now as well. Yeah,
I think it's gonna. I don't know what people are waiting for. I mean, I think it's coming in underground. I'm waiting. Where's the hip hop? I'm sorry. Like where that's a. But I think it's coming. I think now.
Well, the choice of material that they used for the Ozzy Osbourne Black Sabbath trip was War Pigs, which is a protest song, right? So, like, it's coming, like you said. It's coming.
It's coming. It's not coming fast enough, but the fact that people are saying things, it's got to. All right, so. I hate, the Instagram people. I am obsessed with Aperture. Obsessed.
I like it a lot.
Obsessed.
I think it's a good song.
I play it like 100 times a day.
I think it's a really good song. It is. It's a really good song.
It's a really good song. Now, he has said that he was listening to a lot of LCD Sound System, who is a group I know. I have not listened to a ton of it. I think it's a great song, and I think not to compare apples and oranges, but unlike Robin, who's first, this is what a lead-off single sounds like. This is what, because it's already like huge, and the video's great, and so he's doing these residencies. He's playing 30 dates at the Garden from like May to October. Jamie XX is opening up for him here. Shania Twain, which whatever, that's.
He loves her. He loves her.
I know.
First of all, she's really talented and she's got a lot of hits.
I know, but it's like if I went to a Harry Styles concert, I don't want to sit through Shania Twain. But he does love her.
I absolutely would. I'd be really excited for a night. Shania, then Harry. That to me would be great.
And then Robin is opening up for him in Amsterdam, and then there's one other artist opening up for him.
Yeah, there's someone else.
Anyway.
Zadora?
No, God, no. Enough old women. So of course there is a lot of hoop-de-doo about the ticket prices, which sound like they're insane.
I have a friend who was just bought his ticket. He got a floor GAC for standing room for $435, but he was like everything in the sections, like in the hundreds, was like
in the Garden.
Yeah, in the Garden, he was like it was like $1,100 a ticket, and he was insane. Like, and he said those weren't resale. He said that is the face, and I was like, I'm not paying $1,100 to see anybody. I'm just not.
I'm not paying $1,100 to get myself. I mean, if somebody were arrested, I'd pay $1,100 to bail them. Maybe no, I don't know. I mean, we've talked about this. How much control does the artist have?
They do
over the prices.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
When you're you're in the meeting on setting your ticket prices. It's not just somebody doesn't just thrust upon you, and we're going to charge $700. You know how much your tickets are going to cost.
So it just his audience.
You're getting what people are going to pay for it. Listen, but there was 11.5 million people signed up in the pre-sales to buy those tickets. So they will be sold, and the shows are selling out. So
of course they will.
So it is what it is, right? People are going to pay what they're going to pay. I think it's ridiculous. Like when I went to see Dua Lipa, the ticket that I eventually got when I was first looking at it was like people trying to sell them for like $1,200. Then I got a ticket the day of, 3 hours before the show. They released some seats right by the stage for $285. That I was like, fine. I don't want to pay that, but I'll pay $285 and had the time of my life. She was right in front of me. But $1,100, $900, $700, I just won't do it. I won't do it.
No, it's I can't even fathom that. I'm sorry. I mean, I can't even. I mean, I'm not trying to be like I that's beyond. It's just beyond.
And the thing is, a lot of Harry Styles fans are young too, right? So if you're a parent, you're not buying one, you're taking your kid to the show.
Your kid,
and if you have kids with an S, so now you're pulling out your credit card because you're buying 4 tickets and it's going to be like $4,000. So
your child will not get braces because they went to go see Harry Styles.
Mm-hmm.
No, what I'm hoping, though, the record, just getting back to the single, I do hope that, because his band is so great, so I hope we do hear that band, because he does have a fan. But yeah, it's a great single. And so far, he is doing everything the right way. Like everybody, he's doing the rollout, which I think it's, I'm very excited. I'm very excited about it. All right, so our pal Sean Sotero, friend of the show, Sean Sotero. Hi, Sean. I just wanted to mention because it's hilarious. So supposedly Puffy has signed an affidavit where he has said he has not done the following things, like a sign. So I'm just pulling. He did not have anything to do with Kim Porter's death. He did not have anything to do with Biggie's death. He did not have anything to do with Tupac's death. He did not have anything to do with various other things. And it's almost like, oh, okay, well, if he said he didn't, then it must be true. It's not like the man's ever lied before. It's hilarious that he would like go to court and go, well, I didn't kill her. Why? No, look, I'll sign something saying I didn't kill her.
You know what the gag is, Amy? He is really in fucking jail. He's
in prison.
He's really in fucking prison.
Yeah. I mean, and it's like, somebody made this really funny. There were all these really funny memes, like when that poor deluded woman who the Nobel Prize winner gave her award, her prize to Trump.
Oh my God, that was so gross and depressing. But
the memes was like Trump suddenly receiving a host of Grammys from Puffy to get a pardon. Like it's a participation award. All right, speaking of participation awards, we were having a moment of crisis there, but our Knicks are back.
6 in a row. They've run 6 in a row.
They're back. Supposedly Jalen Brunton's threatened everybody. He went into a meeting and said, I'm going to kill you all if you don't get this shit together.
6 in a row. Let's hope we don't make
back
some
in second.
But let's hope we don't make some rash moves, right? Because there's the trade deadline is Thursday, and the Knicks do have thrown their hat in the ring for Giannis. But what would we give up for that? So that's what makes me nervous, because we are the kings of giving up a whole bunch of shit and still not coming back with a championship. So they're gonna want a lot for him.
Listen, we know that if they gave up Jalen,
well, they wouldn't give up Jalen. He's the captain, but they would give up other pieces. I think that Josh could be part of a package. I think Mikal. I think they could move Karl Anthony Towns, even though we gave up a bunch of shit to get him.
Yeah. Just don't give up my quality white.
Because I felt like, DiVincenzo was really important, right? And we gave him up. Right. So I feel like we give up some of the pieces that help with our success. Thinking, this other thing's going to make us better.
Yeah.
So in certain ways, would I love to see Giannis in New York? Sure, that would be really exciting. New York has a huge Greek community too. They would be super excited if Giannis was playing in New York.
I could care less about the Greek community being happy.
I've
worked with them. Yeah, it's very funny.
Well, we have Greeks that listen to the show, so I would like.
All right, we have Greeks,
happy.
But I can say I know. But
yes,
hello, but Angela, we love you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The person who actually edits our show and keeps us going.
I am not saying anything against him. I'm just saying I don't think making Bay Ridge happy should be the reason.
It's just part of a statement, and I think we should just not disparage.
I don't know. Is
community.
He worth it? We're not going to.
I don't want to give up what I think we'll have to give up to get him. Because the truth of the matter is, he had one championship where he's been, right. it's not like he's bought 47 other championships. So it's like,
right.
You're going to give up a lot with the hopes that suddenly that would bring a championship.
Does he want to? He wants a trade.
He wants out. He does want out. They wouldn't be doing this if he doesn't want out. Like he tried. He wanted out before the last contract. He re-signed. He was like, they made him promises certain things would get better. I don't think it's gotten better. And now he's at the point where he wants to leave. So there will be a trade.
He wants out, and he wants to go to the Knicks, or he just wants out.
New York was what? Well, there's places he wanted to go, and New York was one of the places on his list where he said he'd want to go. Well, not of course, because a lot of people don't want to come to the Knicks because they think of the Knicks as not winning mentality.
Yeah, but I saw when I went to this event at LIU last week. I have no problem with Greek people. But it's so funny because his name is not pronounced like that. Anyway,
yeah,
it's Giannis.
It's Yanni. They call him Yanni.
Yanni, yeah, it's John. It's John. I went to this Knicks event at LIU because Rod Strickland's the coach there, and Monica McNutt.
Oh, is that why the event? I was wondering why was there a Knicks event that you were at LIU? Okay.
Yeah. He's the coach of the men's team, and I have to say, and I am not at all a take a picture with, I want an autograph with. I was besides myself, and it was freezing cold. One of my deans told me about this last semester, and I had this marked on the calendar. I was so excited. Monica McNutt emceed it. She was amazing. It was Clyde, Bernard King.
Who you got a picture with, which is amazing.
And Bernard King.
Amazing.
Amazing. Who's from the neighborhood. Who's like from the Walt Whitman houses. So Clyde, Strickland, Stephon Marbury, who was hilarious and great, and
Brooklyn
Allen Houston, total Brooklyn icon, and so is King. I mean, Fort Hamilton High School. But what was great about it, other than everything, was that it really. I had a moment. You know, when you have those moments every once in a while, you go, "Oh my God, New York is not such a bad place after all." All these guys were up there, like we've talked about, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And the only native New Yorkers were Strickland's a native New Yorker, Marbury's a native New Yorker, and King and Bernard is. But the rest of them were like, to grow up and to be someone who plays for the Knicks is like, so it was just great. And they talked about how much they loved the game. It's the 80th anniversary of the Knicks this year.
Oh.
And it's been 80 years since we've had a champion. But Clyde Frazier is not that tall. I didn't realize that.
Really?
He's only 6'4". I mean, I've shrunk and I was wearing a big floppy hat, but I had a moment. I was very excited. And I never ever tape anything video. I always think I was just like in love, and I was so excited. No, I was. And what was so funny is that the woman who's one of the coordinators goes, "Do you want a picture?" And I went, "Yes." And I brought a Sharpie with me. I brought a Sharpie, and I brought my Knicks championship record album, and Clyde autographed it. And
I love that.
Yeah, I called Bernard King. I went, "Mr. King." I called him Mr. King because he's Mr. King. I would never call him Bernard.
That's respect. Yeah.
I mean, Walt Frazier, you can call Walt. You know what I mean? But Walt Frazier was dressed relatively conservatively. He was only wearing leopard skin suit, pants, and shoes.
Was it Walt or Clyde?
Walt Clyde Frazier.
I keep forgetting that.
Clyde was like his pimp.
Because I'm like, does anybody ever call him Walt? Because it's always Clyde.
No,
Don't we always call him Clyde? Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Pumas were Clydes.
They were Puma Clydes. Absolutely. Bitch. I had my red Puma Clyde. I used to love my Puma Clydes.
No, they were great shoes. They were great.
My Puma
but he
Clydes.
And he was the only one up there who had a ring from the Knicks.
I mean,
2 of them to be exact.
That part. And
he said some great things. He talked about Red Holtzman. There were some great stories. I mean, there were some really, really great. But anyway, so that was a moment. And that's all I got to say. Anything you're doing, listening? I know you're sneezing and coughing and feel like crap.
Well, I am listening to some things. I've been listening to Holly Humberstone's new single, "To Love Somebody," which is great.
Really like her.
Yeah. I've been
Bill
listening.
Coleman.
Yeah,
Bill Coleman
yeah.
turned me. Bill Coleman's a big fan. He turned me on to her.
I've been listening to Naomi Scott's single "Losing You," which is amazing. I've been listening to the first cut from Jessie Ware's new album, "I Could Get Used to This," which is
I know. I
really
love
amazing.
that she's entered into her mature woman dance. Like I love her cooking show. Do you ever watch that?
Yes. I've also been listening to Joyce Rice. She has a single called "Break Me In" that I'm in love with. And I've been listening to Agnes's new album, "Beautiful Madness," which is great. And Aperture, I've been listening to the Harry Styles.
I mean, I hate to say it. I've just been listening. I've been going back and listening to the Harry Styles records, and it's like, I mean, he just puts out really good music. I mean, he just really, really does, and he seems to kind of
his songs feel big. They feel big. They feel big in the way releases used to feel big. Also, and for some reason, I've been
please.
I've been on a soundtrack kick, and all weekend, I've been playing The Main Event by Barbra Streisand.
All right, I can tell you the reason for that if you'd like me to tell you. Would you like to know the reason for that? You're gay. Sorry.
It's very.
I think that's the reason. Can we just leave it at that?
It's very door knocker, earring, faggot, gay. It really is. It is.
I didn't know that was a whole subset.
It is. It's a whole thing. It's like,
no, I've been listening.
Why are you listening to the long version of The Main Event?
Well, long and gay. That's why you're listening to the long version. I know you. For those of you playing our at-home version, Courtney is now held up the album. Oh, speaking of, this is a horrible segue, so I'm going to calm myself down. Catherine O'Hara. Oh my God.
Let me just tell you something.
First off, she was never bad in anything. No matter the genre. She was great in The Last of Us. She was great in The Studio. She was great in every SCTV.
Waiting for Guffman.
Brooke Shields doing Whip It.
Brooke Shields doing Whip It was hilarious.
Moira
when she was the singer, what was her name? Lorna something, where she would play the singer.
No, Lola
Heatherstone or something like that.
No, Lola Heatherton. Yeah, it was Lola Heatherton. Yeah, Lola Heatherton. No, she was, and whatever she was in, it's so funny. This is such a weird thing to say. It's not a diss at all. It never occurred to me like that she had a husband or kids or whatever. Right. She was just like there. Her sister, by the way, you would really like her sister. Her sister's a really great singer named Mary Margaret O'Hara, who put out an album a bunch of years ago called Miss America. She was on Warner Brothers for like a hot minute. You might really no, but that was just so sad because she was working. I mean, I just saw her last week on time, but she was always
she was in the Apple. She was on the Apple TV series, The Studio. Yeah,
hilarious. No, absolutely hilarious. And so that was just. I mean, you know, we don't know these people. They're not our friends. Obviously, you get upset if someone. But this was just like a stunner, and it was just so. I'm glad that she was just so talented because it is harder to be taken seriously funny than it is. And a lot of time women, when they're comedians, they have to be sort of grotesque in a way. They have to kind of, and no, I loved, so that was just really, really sad. All right. That's all I got.
Well, you know what it is, folks. Thank you for listening to us on the Pantheon Media Network. Remember, tell a friend about us, leave a review, leave a comment,
tell an enemy. I don't care. We don't care who you tell. We don't care.
Do all of the things. We're trying to go bigger for 2026. So more of us, more of our shenanigans, and we will see you on the next episode. Bye.